This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Best Bets for Pets. I'm your show host, Michelle Fern. You know, it's always nice to have some kind of remembrance of your pet, even just something of your pet while you have them that is just special to you. And my guest today has a really unique way of putting your pet on canvas. So we're going to take a little break and we're going to come back and introduce her. We'll be right back. Hey guys, Michelle Fern here. I want to tell you about Carlson Pet Products. They're a family-owned, budget-conscious company specializing in creating pet safety products to keep your pet happily protected from puppy through senior years. They have some great products: pet pens, folded elevated beds, crates, and pet gates. Their pet gates fit any size opening in your home. Most gates have a walk-through door for humans and a small door for your pet to go through. I've had a Carlson pet gate in my home for years and absolutely love it. And best of all, you're going to get 25% off and free shipping. Just visit carlsonpetproducts.com. And again, you'll get 25% off your order plus free shipping with the promo code PETLIFE.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to introduce Nicole McKay. She is the owner, creator, founder, wears many hats at AugiDog. Welcome, Nicole.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Michelle.
I'm so excited to have you on. So let's see. We had talked back and forth, and you were able to send me a canvas of Zeus, my beloved dog who passed in August 2020, and it is amazing. But we're going to talk a little bit about, what makes for good photographs on different types of media. But first, what is AugiDog? Although I kind of gave it away, we're doing something with canvas, but what exactly is AugiDog for everyone listening?
Yes, AugiDog is a way for you to showcase your pets and how exciting their lives are, or maybe how exciting their lives were if they did pass away, through our one-of-a-kind canvas custom creations.
You do mostly or all abstract pictures, right?
Yes, these are all abstract, from abstracts that I've painted, photos I've taken, and combined with photos of your pet.
And they're generally fairly colorful.
Yes. They are bright, vibrant.
Very vibrant, yes.
Yes, that's the color or the terms people like to use with them.
They're vibrant, but the painting of Zeus, it looks just like him. It just looks so much like him. But we're going to talk more about AugiDog and what you do and all that kind of stuff. First, though, since you're an artist, I want to talk about something that all of us as pet parents, pet lovers, grandma, grandpas, aunts, uncles, whatever, we all have usually ran into this kind of issue, concern. When you're thinking about putting a picture of your cat or dog, although it could be anything, iguana, chicken, who knows, on a medium, say a ceramic or fabric or something. What are some of the tips you'd like to give everyone out there? And I know you mostly do canvas, but some of these can stretch to other types of mediums as well.
For sure. Anything, if your pet can go outside usually will give them a good contrast where you can get a good texture of their fur, or if it's like a lizard you mentioned, the scales on them. Good lighting is always a great picture to take. Also, if they're small, if they're big, if you're getting on their level, get on eye level. If it is a small dog, get down on the ground with them, get face to face with them. A lot of times with darker animals, like my dog Augie, she's all black, the sun beating on her directly, usually I can't pull anything out. If there's an overcast, that's normally the perfect time to take her photo. When it's cloudy, overcast, no shadows in the photo, and it pulls out the texture in her fur real well, and her eyes and her nose. You want to pull out the details of the animals.
And what about for those of us that pooch is passed on or cats passed on, and we're looking through photos trying to find something and just thinking, why don't I have what I'm looking for? What would be the ideal, even though we're limited in what we have because we can't go outside with, our pet anymore or anything like that?
Yeah, for the ones that have passed, I typically will say, send me everything you have so I can look at all angles, photo, or every, the way the pet's sitting, the style the pet's sitting, or the look on its face, or the details. Because then if it's blurry or if it's not clear, if it's grainy, I can go in and add those extra details just from the other photos sent, or kind of fill in from what the other photos that have been sent in. I would just say, just try to remove the graininess and the blurriness, even though that's can't always be the case with some of the older pets.
Are you able to, I just had a brain spark here. If you only have maybe older pictures of the pet, maybe one younger picture, are you able to create, and say your pet's ill near the end, are you able to do something with some of the younger and older pictures and come up with?
Yeah, I have not incorporated as far as on one canvas, an older photo and compared with a newer photo or a younger photo, but I think absolutely, I probably could come up with something now that you mention it. Yeah, I can get creative and crafty with it.
I'll tell you one thing. I love the portrait of Zeus. Absolutely love it. And I did not take as much time to find a favorite picture and all that. But one thing I noticed, and maybe it's because of how he is, and it's all my mistake. He had furry paws. And in the picture I sent you, his back foot is sticking out. And if you don't look at it the right way, it looks like he has a limb coming out of his shoulder or something. But that's my fault. That's what I sent you. So how else would it be different? So I think that's something that, pet parents, you have to take a look at. And that's probably why you like to have multi-pictures, because then you can work your magic that way and maybe remove something that looks a little odd.
Mm-hmm. Yes, for sure.
What other tips would you have if your dog is, really dark, or maybe kind of, I don't want to say, there's a lot of purebreds that look very similar. What would you say to add, or have the person mention or something to make it more unique?
Yeah, I would say, the biggest thing, if you get it eye level with your pet and you're using a treat or a squeaky toy to get their attention, and you can put a special collar on them or a bandana on them, or take them to their favorite spot where you hike, or at the beach, or different locations. That is always fun, different backgrounds to incorporate into.
Okay, and we talked a lot about dogs, but what about for cats? And I know cats, I've read a lot about cat photographs. I'm still not that good at them, but they say for cats, it is definitely getting down to eye level is one of the keys. What would you give as additional tips? Because they are hard to capture.
Cats are very difficult to capture. Get their attention. Of course, we said eye level. Get their attention. Wet food seems to work as a little treat, or if they're not food driven, a toy maybe, just to kind of get their attention. Also, I have done a video of cats and then kind of just used the video and paused it at certain spots to try and pull a screenshot from the video, if you can't get them to sit still as well.
That's a good idea too. All right, we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to get more into AugiDog photos and what you can expect and all of that. So we'll be right back. Hey everyone, Michelle Fern here. I want to tell you about Carlson Pet Products. They are a family-owned, budget-conscious company specializing in creating pet safety products to keep your pet happily protected from the puppy stage through the senior years. Carlson offers a variety of products such as pet pens, folded elevated beds, crates, and pet gates. Their portable pet pens are lightweight and foldable and have a carry bag for storage when you're on the go. I love traveling with my portable pet pen from Carlson. It's made traveling with Nikki so much easier. I've used my portable pet pet pen at home, again, traveling, or even when I'm doing a short road trip. They're also ideal to use at home, traveling, or simply headed to the park down the street. The portable pet pens come in 2 sizes, 6-panel or 8-panel, and they give your pet ample room to move around. Plus, you can add an attachable canopy to create a shaded outdoor oasis for your pet. Visit carlsonpetproducts.com to get 25% off your order, plus free shipping using the promo code PETLIFE.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We're talking to Nicole McKay. She is the owner, creator, founder, and artist extraordinaire at AugiDog. And AugiDog, they take pictures of your pets and make them into gorgeous abstract canvases. So let's talk more about some other things. So say someone says, all right, I want to check out your website. This is something I want to definitely do because it's funny. It's a big thing for remembrance, but it's always good to have a picture of your pet, even when they're puppy or whatever. But I know especially once they're getting older or getting sick or passing, we frantically think, oh, what do I got? I'm going to lose them. I can't. You can clone pets, but that's really hard and expensive. So what can you do, to have a little piece of them? And AugiDog canvases are one of the great things because it is different, it's vibrant, it's colorful, it's abstract, which I love. So taking all that, what would you say to people as far as how many pets can be in a picture? Can they give you ideas of, I know your pictures are vibrant, but can you stick to blues and greens? What would you say as far as advice?
Yes. So depending on size, I typically have 6 standard sizes. If you have 2 pets or more, I would say do a 12 by 12 or bigger. And I do custom sizes. The biggest canvas I have done is a 40 by 40, which is huge. It takes up like a whole living room wall.
Was it a horse?
No, it was actually one of Augie. And it was a 4-part. I had 4 dogs in this other one, 2 chocolate labs, a pug, and another mix that I did. And we kind of broke them off into quarters, how she wanted it done. So really, when you're on the site and if you're thinking about ordering, and if you check out the sizes and the prices and you get to the order form, you can add the notes in there, how you want the canvas to be. You pick out any colors you like, any styles, any certain ideas you have, you fill that in. It's all custom based off what the owner wants of their pet. And then I send them back different samples to pick from. You can have, your blues, your greens, your this to that. And you will have, depending on sample, it depends on actually the photos too in the canvases. But yeah, you'll get different samples to pick from and you pick your favorite. And that's what's shipped directly to you.
Okay. And I want to talk about the before and after on your website. But before that, what is the strangest pet you've done a picture of?
I did a bearded dragon, which is...
Yeah, that's a little bit, yeah.
I did a hedgehog, a chicken, pig, for some farm animals, but I would say the bearded dragon was definitely one of the coolest reptiles. I've done some reptiles too. So,
well, that's pretty cool. I also love on your site the before and after because that tells a great story for anyone. So what were your favorites on the before and after page? Or what are your favorites on the before and after page?
I love them all, but really it's so incredible just to see like the background. And even if they do have a really beautiful natural background, like the one of Augie, she has sunflowers on her head, or there's a little wiener dachshund down there, little wiener dog, Goku. He's just sitting there and there's some haystacks behind him. But when you slide that over and it completely wipes it away to that amazing, cool, abstract, colorful, it's just amazing. It's just so cool to me. I love it.
I think that's a great tool that you have because it really lets people see, from one to another. I like the one of the chicken or rooster.
Yeah, that was a chicken. Yep.
And then I think it's a border collie on the left side or Australian. Probably it looks more border collie.
Yes, Aussie. Yep, Australian Shepherd.
Australian. Okay. They're both my favorite breeds, but I try to get mutts that are a mix of those for pets. Also, the picture, I believe they're pugs that's in the middle.
Yes.
It's so interesting and creative what you can do, because the before, it's kind of a lot of browns and it's not as contrasted. You can't really see everything. It almost looks like it's a portrait that they did, but with a lot of brown to me. And then the after is like, whoa, they just, I don't know, spring to life.
Yes. Yep. I love that one with the pugs. Actually, Michelle, that one of the pugs was from 3 separate photos that they sent me. Both of the pugs were sitting on the couch, and I moved the one to be sitting next to his brother, and actually plopped a different head on him, the pug towards the back. So if you guys want to go check it out, you'll see what we're talking about here.
Okay, so let's talk about. We talked a little bit about this in the beginning, but let's talk about someone, they go to your site, they want to get started. Tell us some like do's and don'ts as far as, what to do.
Yeah, always, like we mentioned before, make sure you have the decent photo from, and even sometimes when they're not decent, if they're blurry or they're old, I can still more than likely work with them. But if you have a great photo, and really just have an open mind for some awesome art and awesome abstractness.
I know that you have a little bit of a description of abstract and writing on I think it's one of your homepage. Do you get challenges from people on your abstract, vibrant design, which I think it's gorgeous?
I do. Sometimes if they don't want the abstract, they'll say, can it be more mellow, or I want it to look more like nature in the woods or on the dock, or, and I'm all for that. I can still incorporate my little touch to it. It's just some people's tastes are different than others, but I don't get that too often. A lot of people love the vibrance and the abstractness of them.
It's just so different than anything else that you see. It's not just like a regular photo blown up onto a canvas. It's entirely different. And I know you went through the process a little bit, and then we started talking about something else. So let's go from the whole process of when someone wants to place an order. What should they do?
Yes, they can go to AugiDog.com, hit order. It'll take them right to the canvas size selections. If they do want a custom size, they can feel free to email me or touch base with me for a not standard size. They pick out the size they want, and then it'll take them right to an order form where they fill out their pet's name or the breed or how old the pet is, any details on the pet. They pick out their colors, and they upload their photo right to the site. Allow them to upload multiple photos if they'd like, and then give me any additional information. I absolutely love hearing pet stories. AugiDog donates a portion of our proceeds back to local rescues, and I do a lot of work with the rescues, and those rescue dogs and cats have the most amazing stories, and I love capturing those and putting that into the art as well. So if you do have an amazing pet story, I've had 2 dogs, they were brothers, and one saved the other brother's life, and just incredible stories that I've captured and been able to incorporate that into the art. So if you have a story, be sure to add it into the detailed additional section there. And then the last thing I ask for is your phone number, because I actually text you your proofs. I figured, as soon as I get them done, I want you to have them in hand. So I will text you proofs to pick from, and we will chit chat that way. As soon as you pick your favorite proof, I do all of the completion work, get it nice, wrapped, printed, beautiful, shipped directly to you.
Okay, wonderful. So, Nicole, if you're comfortable with it, what is a canvas run?
Yeah, so the 6 different sizes, as I mentioned, the smallest size I do is an 11 by 14. That's $120. And there are 5 sizes in between. It goes up to $200. The biggest one that's on there on my site is the 20 by 30 for $200. And there's the 4 in between. 20 by 24 is $180. A 16 by 20 is $160. A 16 by 16 is $150. And a 12 by 12 is $140.
These are really affordable prices.
Yes.
Really affordable, because just like a sitting and a, picture photograph of your dog, they have the dogs with Santa or something. They don't have cats with Santa. Maybe they do sometimes, not my cats. But just like those kind of pictures can run $20, $30, $40, and it's just a photo.
Yeah.
Very affordable. Okay, so everybody can go to AugiDog.com, AugiDog.com. There'll be a link on the episode page on Pet Life Radio for this show. Nicole, thank you so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling us all about AugiDog. I love my picture of Zeus. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it a ton.
Well, I hope you guys all love this show. I found it so informative. Please go check out AugiDog.com. Nicole does pictures of cats, roosters, you heard her, any kind of animal. And they're gorgeous and so affordable. I'd like to thank Mr. Zeus for giving me so many years of joy. And I'm so glad I have a canvas of him to look at, a picture of him to look at all the time that is just as vibrant as he was. So I'm grateful for that. Thank you, Nicole. Thanks to my Fur Babe crew, Nikki, Sammy, Jethro, Charlotte, Molly, and Dennis. And a huge thank you to my listening audience. Thank you so much for listening. And especially thanks to my producer, Mark Winter, for making me and my guests sound great. Keep listening. You never know what we're going to have on Best Bets for Pets.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.